Hey, entrepreneurs, let me ask you a hard question. Why do most teachers pay teacher stores get stuck at the hobby level? Why few break through to make a good, consistent revenue from month to month? Is it luck? Is it a viral product? No. Today I'm going to share the real differences, and it's not really flashy. It's not really exciting. It's not overnight success, unfortunately. Otherwise, we'd all be doing it. It's the shift from randomness to systems, from showing up when you can to building habits that treat your store like a real business. Stick around because I'm going to walk you through 2 systems that have changed everything for me and made my store a consistent store in terms of revenue. Product creation and analytics, and how building these into your weekly routine can accelerate your success faster. It does not guarantee success, but it'll give more opportunity for success. Before we get into that, the picture we've got behind us today is of Lucerne, and it's the original bridge fortification for the town that goes across the harbour. And the reason I'm putting Lucerne up there is I'm going on another holiday soon, later in the year, and is majority funded from TPT. So a bit of inspiration, some of the beautiful places you can see in the world. This picture was taken back in 2005, last time I was in Lucerne, a long time ago. So stick around because I'm going to walk you through 2 systems that have done that. If you're anything like I was when I started, what uploading resources you feel inspired to do. You're creating what you wanted, not what buyers are actually searching for, and that's a big difference. Spending more time tweaking clip art, maybe that wasn't me, to be honest. Spending more time thinking about making money than tracking actually what's selling. And that's what we do. We go to bed each night, we think, oh, fantastic, I'm going to sell more things, I'm going to have all these plans. Some people might spend time working on the design of their products, making them look pretty, but do they actually help it sell it? But I guess a lot of this does sound familiar because this is where we all start. And then we hop online, we start looking at YouTube videos like this, and we start to get hints. We'll go through the forums, the Facebook groups, and we start to get information. And we start to improve our store. So hopefully this video will help you skip a lot of those steps. But what we're talking about there is essentially, that's the hobby trap. Honestly, that is where I started. I uploaded resources, I think when I looked 2017 or 2018, I did nothing till 2 years ago. I put a few things up there, got the occasional sale come through, and I thought it was just funny because I got so little, because I didn't have a premium account and they were so cheap. But the sellers who grow, they flip the switch, they stop thinking about teachers who sometimes sell resources like I was doing at random, and start thinking about business owners who serve other teachers. And remember, the basis of this is we're solving problems for other teachers. This video will be about making that mind shift, the video about making that shift in your mind and how we approach our TPT store and how 2 key systems will help you do this. When you read on the Facebook groups, you hear about people who increase their sales. They often talk about how much work and effort they actually put into their store. Number 1, the mindset shift. So what's the mindset difference? A hobby mindset. I'll work on TPT when I have time. Hope someone finds this and buys it. Let's see how this goes. The business mindset is, how do I plan my product line intentionally? And becoming intentional in your approach, then random. How I track what's working, and I double down on where I'm getting most of my customers from, or my niche or my product line. And I'm building something long-term. It is not overnight success. And when I talk about that business mindset, it can do it while you're working. So I still work full-time as a teacher. So I'm at school in the classroom Monday to Friday. I've got 3 very busy children I'm out every single day or night of the week. I'm actually doing activities with them. So my time is limited. At the same time, I'm able to sustain and grow my store. And the truth is, behind this is I have a system to replace my motivation. If you wait until you feel motivated, your store won't grow because things get in the way and life gets busy. But if you build simple systems that allow you, success becomes predictable, not accidental, because you've got a system in place and repeating it and doing incremental gains each time. Let's dive into the 2 systems that'll help you get there. And systems are the difference between a hobby and a business. Or being an amateur and a professional, you have systems in place. The 2 systems. The first system I got is my product creation system, from random to repeatable. So in the beginning, if you look at my oldest products, they are completely random, things I had available. And once again, I still got to go back and update them. So what do sellers do? They create one product, spend hours on it, post it, and hope for the best. A few weeks later, they make another. It's slow, it's scattered, and it doesn't build momentum. What successful sellers do with the system is they treat a product creation like a process. Let me walk through some basic product creation system. We get ideas intentionally. We use spreadsheets or things like Notion or other tools, Trello, to collect ideas based upon what teachers in your niche need. Remember, it's about your niche. The curriculum gaps you identified and high volume search items on TPT. So you're looking for those keywords that rank very well. You're looking for gaps in what other people are offering. It's fine. I do, for example, World War II resources. There is a lot up there, but I make particular gaps that other people do not provide. Therefore, I've got a great chance of getting sales in that particular niche. I plan it in batches. Instead of creating one-off products, I think in terms of sets. When I do it, I do a lesson, a worksheet, an assessment, and that become a bundle. Or I'll do a whole curriculum unit. So if I do ancient Egypt, I'll create a whole series of individual worksheets and lessons that you can bundle together. I create 3 to 5 related products, and basically if you launch them together, they've got more options to go into. Like I said, in the beginning, I would randomly put 1 or 2 products up now, but now I'll actually do a series of products that relate to each other. So one of them is going to strike a chord with my buyers. Importantly, out of this, I build product lines. Ask yourself, what's the biggest picture here? Start with your year-long curriculum map. Plan out your products like a series, not random uploads. And think, what will my buyer need next? Once you say you've done your introduction, what's the next resource they will naturally need to teach when they're going through the curriculum? And you build the resource on top of that. And then you set yourself a monthly creation goals. Now, they've got to be realistic. You can't say, this month I'm going to make 100 resources. But I say, this month I'm going to make 3 ancient Egypt resources in my context, or 3 multiplication resources, or fractions resources. And that's so much more powerful than I'll work on TPT when I have time. You think, I'm going to plan out, I'm going to make these resources and upload them when they come through. So at the moment, I'm spending my time making 1 new resource line, which I haven't done before in the depth I need to do. And whereas previously I uploaded them at random, different resources because I like them, now I'm actually creating a 10-week unit, and all those resources will feed into that. And why this works is you stop reinventing the wheel. You build some cohesion. You start attracting repeat buyers who trust your brand because they know the type of resources you're getting. We don't want to reinvent the wheel because there's lots of resources out there. We want to build on what we've got. But also, if we do it in a logical way, we're not making the same type of resources or small variations on the one. We're making distinct different resources. And then once we put our resources up online, we start looking at the analytics of our products. Stop guessing and start knowing. Why this matters, if you're not looking at your data, you're making decisions based on how you feel, not what's working. And this is a big difference. And here's how to create a simple analytics system. Do a monthly review ritual. At the end of the month, set yourself a 30-minute block of time to go through your top 5 sellers, review your sale to conversion rates, low performers, and think about what can you tweak. Even if you go into your views, what product got the most views even if it didn't sell it? So you're obviously hitting those keywords, but you're not converting them. You can go back to that particular resource and tweak it to try and get those buyers from interested in clicking onto it into a sale. Open a tracker. I use Excel myself and look at views, units sold, conversion rates. I note changes that I make. So once I've got all my data in the Excel spreadsheet, I then note any changes I do on that, and then what impact it has on the data of people viewing that resource. And then we got to have basic questions, and this is probably what you do in the content creation stage is, was this a product seasonal? Will it only sell a certain time of the year? Are my titles keyword rich or cute? Remember, we're putting keywords in that other teachers will search for. You may call a particular product something, but we need to make sure it's the term that other teachers call it. My previews helping or hurting conversions? And that's a hard one to do. But like I said, if we're getting views, lots of views, and we're not selling, we need to work on our previews and our thumbnails and our description. So when we do this, we need to make one improvement at a time. Don't go making lots of changes because you want to find out the change that occurs with that one change and the impact of it. And obviously this will take time to go through store. But essentially, if we find out one change has a big impact, we can then roll out that change across all our products. So we don't want to guess. We're going to let your data tell you what the next step should be. If you're getting lots of views, no sales, update your previews so your keywords are working. If no one's viewing it, tweak your titles and keywords. That's what you do with the data in there. And why it works is we'll start to see patterns in our views and our buyers. You'll understand your audience and you can stop wasting time what doesn't work and double down on what does. And I've started using AI to actually do this analysis for me, but I'll do a separate video on that. So small habits, big impact. We don't need to make radical changes each time. You don't need 20 hours a week. You just need a consistent system and discipline to show up and actually implement your system. 3 small habits that help me. Basically, do a weekly CEO hour. What you want to do is learn to work on your business and not in your business. When you're creating products and you're putting things online and you do things, you're working within your business. When we work on our business, we look at the bigger picture. We do the reviews. We look at our analytics. We plan our next product, where we're going to go, what marketing we're going to do. We can put that in an overriding document. In my case, I use a whiteboard and I plan out what I'm going to do next. So it's clear and consistent when I approach it. One approach may be as you move through the year is think about a monthly theme focus, what you're going to put it on. And you can even do this weekly. So your focus might be 1 week, product creation. 2nd week, working on your marketing. Week 3, doing your review, and then repeating that process in 3-week blocks. Or you might say in January, or June, July, you're going to do all your product creation for the year and then spend the year refining and marketing what you've actually produced. And if you look at a goal of 1 product per week, each year you're going to have 52 products. And just simply 1 product a week, 1, it grows your store. 2, your followers get reminded that you exist and you're uploading products. And 1 product a week is very easy to do, but it also allows you 1 quality product per week. They aren't sexy, they aren't exciting, but simple things work because you just repeat them. Repetition is where the success comes from, building your skills and your knowledge. Before we wrap up, just a reminder, please subscribe my videos if you find them helpful. Do share them with your friends. Questions, put them in the comments below, and I'll definitely answer them. I like hearing what your thoughts are, and it also allows me to cater my videos to the information that you're actually after. Now that you've liked and shared the video, let's recap. What's the difference between a hobby store and a business TPT? It's not more time or even better ideas. It's essentially a system in place to act consistently. Build a product creation system. Build a product lines. Build a simple analytics system. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just break your data down per month. And then stick small habits in each week and repeat them. It's about behavior. Small incremental gains will lead to success. So comment below. Do you have a system you're using or you're going to start this week? Tell me what it is below. Remember to visit my Facebook group. It's a place we can share ideas and discuss. The details are in the section below. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep up the good work.